I'm actually going to make this video for my friends in Alaska because they've been sending. I've been getting a lot of message from Alaska, and it's a barrage of question. It's really hard to get back to everyone at once, but I didn't ignore these questions. I actually read every single message I've gotten, and once again, I really do appreciate it, folks. So instead of answering everyone, which is a lot, I want to do a video where I want to help you guys identify a certain area where you're actually going to get a high volume of seismic activity. Because at the end of the day, the main question that I get from especially folks in Alaska is that where are the quakes going to be? That is like the most popular questions. So I don't know Alaska that well, so I'm using a map on my iPad and to give you kind of a rundown on places where you guys are going to have a lot of seismic activity. Anchorage. If you're anywhere around Anchorage, that area, either it doesn't matter what direction, you're going to get a lot of earthquake. No, going north of that, you're going to have Denali State Park. If you know where Denali State Park is in Alaska, barrage of quakes are coming in that location. So north of Anchorage all the way up to Denali State Park, that whole section, a barrage of earthquakes. Now let me go more south from Anchorage. Now if you know where Lake Clark National Park is, if you live close to Lake Park, actually south of there, going towards Cook Inlet, which is I'm guessing is an ocean. So if you're where Lake Clark National Park is going south towards the shore of the ocean, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And another section I want to highlight is that the Gulf of Alaska. If you're anywhere close to the Gulf of Alaska, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. If you're anywhere close to Bristol Bay, you're going to be in a lot of trouble. And going further over here to Mount Marcus Baker. Mount Marcus Baker. At the tip of that mountain, it's a mountain. At the bottom part of the mountain, towards the ocean, that whole section is going to be nothing but earthquakes. Okay, so I hope this give my friends in Alaska a better idea of where to expect this huge seismic activity. So I'm just trying to make it as clear as possible. So once you're Denali National Park, if you're south of Denali, that's how far the quake is going to go in Alaska. But keep in mind, guys, the ripple effect from these big quake can go even a little bit further than Denali National Park. But that's as far as they will hit. But the vibration of the big quake can extend further. I'm just letting you could feel it a lot of miles away from Denali, up to maybe 40-50 miles. It depends on how big the earthquake is, but this will kind of give you guys a better idea of the danger zone in Alaska. So once again, Denali National Park, you're in trouble. Denali Park, Anchorage, anywhere around Anchorage towards the ocean, you're in trouble. Going all the way down to Lake Clark, south of Lake Clark National Park, towards the ocean. If you're close to that area, you're in trouble. If you're anywhere close to Bristol Bay, around that area, you're going to be in trouble. And yeah, so basically McNeil River, and if you're close to McNeil River too, McNeil River, that area is going to have a lot of seismic activity. Now further south towards the going into the ocean now, folks, where you find the Bering Sea, moving towards the North Pacific Ocean. From the Bering Sea towards the North Pacific Ocean, that area is going to get hit hard with some serious seismic activity. Now That will clear it up for my friends over there in Alaska. But let me tell you the repercussion of these quakes. That when they hit Alaska, it's going to trigger the plates over there in Japan. It's going to trigger the plates in Indonesia. It also going to trigger the plates, the Cascade subduction zone. So California is going to get affected by this. The more Alaska get bombarded with earthquake, California, you're going to get affected. Vancouver Island, Canada, you're going to get affected. Oregon and Washington State, you're going to get affected, especially Northern California. This is going to affect those part of the world. So it's not. Keep in mind, folks, it's not just Alaska that's going to get affected. Once these big quakes start in Alaska, these places that I've just listed, places like Japan, Indonesia, the Philippines, Taiwan, Oregon, Washington State, Vancouver Island, Canada, Northern California, these places are going to get hit hard with earthquake once the barrage of earthquakes start in Alaska. So once again, folks, I love y'all over there in Alaska. I get a lot of messages, and once again, I'm just want to make you guys aware of what's happening and what's about to come and where to actually locate the incoming quakes. And once you're not around these areas, you're in more of a safe zone and don't have to worry too much with seismic activity. So guys, I just want to make you aware. It has nothing to do with fear. I hope this information helped. And thank you so much for all those messages from Alaska. This is the best way I can answer those questions, by doing a video just for you guys, so you guys know where to keep your eyes and where the safe zones are, and once again, where to expect the seismic activity. Ciao. God bless. Keep enjoying your holiday, folks.